And while you're looking at porn, how do you like keeping that secret? How's that stress working for you? My name's Ed. I've been married to my wife for 23 years. I retired from the fire department about 11 years ago. I came from a high-stress job, and now I'm enjoying my retirement. And my goal in life is to enjoy life without a whole lot of stress. I do a lot of physical activity. I'm a long-distance cyclist on the road. I like gardening. I like being with my family. Well, let me just start out by telling you that my addiction of masturbation started when I was a child. And I was in a family that had very open boundaries. I didn't have a moral compass. That's why I talked about being married before. And I can't say that there's one common denominator for my divorces. It wasn't pornography. Looking back now, it's lack of intimacy. And it was so easy just to get divorced than it was to work on it. I worked, like I said, I worked at the fire department. There's magazines. This is the old days, but they had magazines at the firehouse. That's really where I got exposed to the pornography side of things. I don't know, I knew that it was a problem. It was all secret. It was all just me, nobody else. I didn't share it with any buddies or anybody else. And so I didn't feel guilty about it. Not until I got caught a couple times. And then I really saw how it hurt her. And when I got caught, and I see how devastated she was, and I would quit. I'd quit for 3-4 months, just long enough for her to get off my butt. The time before the last, she left home for a week. She went to a friend's house. And that was kind of a wake-up call for me that maybe she's getting more serious about it. And then probably a year later, I got caught again. And that was November of 2018, right before Thanksgiving. And I was out mowing my yard, and I got a text with all capitals, "Get in here now." I knew what it was. So I came in, and she was livid. She chewed me up one side, down the other. I went ahead and I just shut down emotionally, and I just went to bed. And she stood over me screaming and hollering, and I just wouldn't acknowledge her. I was shamed. I was shamed bad because I didn't want to be caught. I don't think the shame was what I was doing. I really didn't understand it at the time. But the shame was I got caught again, and I promised her. And while you're looking at porn, how do you like keeping that secret? How's that stress working for you? Because that stress is always out there. You're worried about being caught. It's your secret. This time, she got the counselor. She found a Christian counselor in our local area. And I'm telling you what freedom it was to be able to admit to everything I had done, and I could start over. And then about a month into our counseling, he said I need to get into a group. Met with a life recovery group locally, and started to get connected. First day I was there, I found out I wasn't alone. And it wasn't really until the day I surrendered. May 28th, I was baptized. Big day for me. I totally surrendered to God. All my shortcomings, for all my sins I had done for 61 years. And he was there waiting for me. And I was reborn that day. Actually, it's kind of interesting. That's one of the things the kids asked me. All three of my children at different times had asked me, "Dad, are you dying?" Because I was a changed man, I came out of it different. I said, "No, I'm not dying. I was reborn." My wife and I have both learned what the word intimacy is. We have intimacy with God, and we have intimacy with each other. And I think we're strong enough, I know we're strong enough with God to handle anything and just work through it. You want to learn what intimacy really is? You need to get intimate with your wife. You can have so much more in your life, and the intimacy is just so beautiful, so beautiful.